left the house this morning about 4:45. I'm almost to the Lebanon farm. It's opening day turkey season in Missouri, so I'm excited about getting out there. And it's 36 degrees. That's the only bad part. It is cold this week. I think it's even supposed to be colder tomorrow night, so that's pretty strange for this time of year. We've had quite a bit of warm weather and now it's really cold, but I haven't been out here one time in the morning to hear any turkeys gobble. I have no idea where they're going to be. The year before I had 2 birds on this farm, and then last year I came here, and the morning that I came out here there wasn't a single bird gobbling on the farm. They were across the river. So this is kind of a shot in the dark, hoping that they are on the farm. This time of year is the busiest time for me as far as working, so I really don't put too much extra time into turkey hunting. So I don't know exactly where these birds are going to be, but I hope that there's one on there that I can hunt, at least try to get on today. Yes! Smoked him. You guys are not gonna believe this. I sat here and called just probably 2 times, and it was probably 15-20 minutes ago. I'm sitting here watching all these deer. There's deer all around me. I mean, everywhere around me. And I'm watching these deer. There's 4 deer right in front of me at 30 yards. And I'm just trying to be still so I don't spook them. I turn and look, and there's a deer behind me at like 20 yards. And right behind this, I see a big old red head. And a tom is walking right through the field, right where I had. But it's been a long time since I called. I was actually getting ready to leave as soon as the deer got out of here. But I dropped him. He was a ways out there too. But I shot him, so let's go look at him. That's awesome. That is so fun. Really, it was just me being patient. Because, I mean, I just was being patient, waiting. Because the turkeys quit gobbling. Can't believe that. Man, that's amazing. There he is. Looks like just a 2-year-old. Not too big of spurs. Hopefully he's not a jake. No, he's a big old long beard. Look at that beard. Yes. Let me set this up so you guys can see him. All right, here he is. Pretty bird. Honestly, is pretty lucky. See, there's two toms this morning gobbling really good right here, right in these trees behind me. And I was clear on the other side, and I set up perfect on them. I was probably only 150 yards, 100 to 150 yards, right over the hills where they are gobbling. And I thought for sure they was going to come to me. I didn't hear any hens or anything, and they gobbled their heads off and would gobble at me every time I called almost. And then they just all of a sudden shut up. I never heard them, nothing. And some deer kind of worked their way, so I thought maybe the deer kind of spooked them, but I wasn't sure. Well, then all of a sudden, I didn't hear them for a long time, so I decided I was going to circle up and around. Well, I start circling up to get up high above them, and when I was circling up, I heard them gobble, and it sounded like they're quite a ways away. So I just worked my way back down towards where they roosted and got down toward the edge of this field, and there was these hay bales out here, so I sat by the hay bales. Never heard them again for, I mean, I probably stood at those hay bales for 20 to 30 minutes, just listening, and I only called twice, and they never answered me, never heard anything. And I'd say 15-20 minutes later, watching those deer, boom, here comes a turkey walking across the field. So it's one of those toms. He came back through or something looking for the hen once I called. But I am very impatient person, and most of the time I'd have moved right on and just started walking, looking at the other field and seeing if I could find where the birds went. But instead, because those deer were there, I just took my time, and he came right up. So that was amazing. I'm gonna get some pictures. Wish somebody could have been here with me to film, but literally I couldn't have moved anyway. I mean, the deer all had me. The turkey probably did too. So I just got my gun and just turned towards him and shot. So that's amazing. Big old bird. don't know if you guys can see that big old beard right there. Big old blue head. He's just a 2-year-old. Spurs aren't that long, but he's a good one. It's funny, this morning I got out of my truck. I didn't have a camo coat. I just had my hoodie, but it was so cold I just put on my work coat. But anyway, he's a good bird. I'm pumped about it.